Bună ziua din nou, bine ați revenit. Suntem alături de domnul Mukul, partener al startup-ului Alpha Block. Hello.
Hello.
Welcome to Zephyr Live. Could you tell us a bit about Alpha Block? What does this program does?
So Alpha Block is a company that works in fintech, blockchain, and artificial intelligence convergence. So that's what we do, and we started so as a fintech company, and we build financial solutions for various asset managers around the world. We work with pension funds, family offices, hedge funds, and we work in different geographies in India and in US and Canada. So that's what we do. We build portfolios, smart portfolios, which are built by robotic systems.
So if someone wants to invest, goes directly to you, or do you work directly with investment funds that apply for your services?
Yeah, so we do not work with retail or individuals now, so that's not a current scope of our system. Mm-hmm. And because investment needs a lot of hand-holding, investment needs a lot of discussion, investment needs an understanding of risk, and that is a different bandwidth, and we are building technology for institutions who have that bandwidth. So, so we build smart solutions for for institutions, and they are the ones who utilize it, build the solutions, and go to their retail investors and tell them about technology and talk about the story.
And can they get a better yield using your services?
That's right. We have no business if we cannot give the yields, and these yields are very much about doing a better job than the market, because market is something everybody can invest. Mm-hmm. And why do people come to us? Because we beat the market at the same risk. So that is our business, to do a better job than the market at the same risk and increase the yield for the average investor on the street.
Mm-hmm. By how much can you increase the yield?
So it depends on what the region, it depends on the asset class, it depends on the on the instrument, it depends, has a multiple factors. It also could be a factor of the year in which you ask for the yield. If you ask us in Domi Shapte 2007, then there'll be another answer. If you ask me in 2009, it'll be another answer. So it's about a market scenario, but on average, our yields are about 400 to 500 basis points above the market, which is 4 to 5% above the market. On an average, that's what we can generate more.
And on which markets do you work right now?
So we are working in four countries. We work with 5 stock exchanges, and we are currently building on stock markets or equity as an asset class, but our plan is to scale it up into fixed income and to foreign exchange, various other asset classes.
Mm-hmm. Which stock exchanges? Also Bucharest Stock Exchange?
Yeah, we also have a presence locally, and it's an important marketplace for us because we started the business in Cluj, and we have a big history here, so we do operate here also. And we also are in US, we also are in India, we are in Canada, so various regions.
So you started in Romania, in Cluj?
Yes, we started in Cluj.
Why Cluj, not India or Canada?
Because it's good to work in a valley. It's so beautiful there in Cluj, it's there are also personal reasons why I moved to Cluj, but it's somehow, you don't really choose the city chooses you.
And you found there the people you wanted, the personnel?
Yeah, it's a great city, and there are a lot of universities, a lot of young people. So it was great timing for us to build a business in Cluj, because we were in 2005, and it's been very a great place for us.
And you will keep your headquarters there, or also you are going to expand to Bucharest?
So for us, it's a whole ecosystem. So we do not really consider Bucharest separate from Cluj, because we have businesses here, and it's a part of the ecosystem. But it's a dream to build a large business out of Cluj.
How many employees do you have in Romania?
We are a small team of about 10 people. So we don't, because we build systems and systems do the job. So we are still at a reasonably small level.
And worldwide?
So this includes our worldwide team. We have people who are in the sales team, but the number is slowly growing.
And what's your target? How big do you want to become?
We don't want to definitely become like Google or like IBM with 400,000 people. So because if systems do the work, we don't need a large sales force or large data science. Because we are working on very like secure technology or proprietary technology. So we do not want to build a very large team. Because money management, if you build smarter solution, then you don't want to tell 50,000 people how the smarter solution of making money is, right? So money making is a very non-transparent, or it's not a very transparent business, because you want to keep your algorithms or AI very controlled. So I think in an optimum scenario, maybe we could be 30 people, 50 people. I don't see us growing really bigger than that. Means maybe of course I can be wrong, and business needs can be very different, but we are getting into an extended market, and market's extension also means that we have to be more conservative going ahead rather than expansive.
Do you consider that this is the future of AI in stock exchange? Will people get better yields in the future just using artificial intelligence?
Yes, I believe so, and that's what our business basis is. But yield, people don't really understand, because it's more about risk understanding before it is about yield. And we work on our algorithms from a risk perspective. How do we reduce the risk? Because when we reduce the risk, the yields automatically go up. So I think that the stock markets, like many other domains, are very information heavy. Information is processed. It's believed that computation can really change the answer. We get smarter computers when we can suck and process information, but from our point of view, that's not the only way to get knowledge from information. There's another way of getting knowledge from information, is about information structure. Structure means an architecture. How is the architecture of stock markets in America similar to that in here in locally Bucharest Stock Exchange structure? How is it similar to that in India? When we look at structure, then we look at a different way of looking at information, and this is where we believe we create an edge. Like compared to what other AI is doing. So if AI is going to focus on information, it is going to do the similar mistakes which are already being done today, because this industry is about $100 trillion. $100 trillion worldwide do not generate more than 1% more return than the market at the same risk. So that means that AI using the same information or similar techniques is not going to do a dramatically better job. So we need to think different, and AI allows us to think different. So we look at AI from an informational structure point of view rather than information content point of view. I'm not trying to confuse you here, but maybe I can explain a little bit more about behavior. Statistical behavior or mathematical behavior is not about one domain. Multiple domains can have similar behavior, you know. So we are in the business of studying behavior, how the behavior is similar across areas, and that's what I mean by structure of information.
And the system analyzes each market separately.
Yeah, so it looks for the similar structure in different markets, say, because if it is behavior, then it is robust, it is stable, and it can, you can understand how it will move. And so this dynamic system is what we look for in each market. And when we look for it, we are able to find out where is low risk opportunity, where is high risk opportunity, and this is how we are able to use it to build solutions for investors.
I saw that in many cases there is also an emotional decision when it comes to the evolution of a certain stock exchange. How does your system gets past? How does it go past this, past the emotion in the market?
That's a great question. It is just a belief that psychology is not mathematical. Psychology is as mathematical as any other piece of information. Markets are built on human psychology, and human psychology behaves in three ways. There is an order, there is a herding, and there is a random behavior. And this behavior can be statistically explained. So human behavior is very explainable, and this is what creates risk. This is what creates market, because markets are about creating efficiency, inefficiency, low risk, high risk, and that is happening because of behavior. So behavior is creating the market always changing, and if we understand the mathematics of that behavior, we can anticipate how the market will change. So I hope I answered your question.
Yes. And by following the behavior, you create add value for you.
Correct. So by understanding behavior, we understand the risk in the market in a different way, which is not available today. Because ultimately, what is the challenge? The challenge is, how do you know where the risk is coming from? Where is the risk going? Will it go from one sector to another sector? Will it move from one country to another country? So it's all about a risk mapping. You want to map the risk. And mapping risk can be done very much from a computational, informational point of view, or it can be understood from a behavior point of view. Structure, how is the structure of risk? How is it moving from one place to another, one box to another? But again, that is where physics or science or architecture or out of the box thinking comes in. Here we are not talking about conventional data, we're talking about metadata. How do we create data from data? How we create data from information? How do we give it an architecture? So it's a very different kind of thinking, which AI has the capability, because we also need to build data that can learn. We cannot just understand data and say, okay, it is very valuable and this is what it should do. We get some kind of step ahead in terms of of anticipation, but that's not enough. We need to anticipate 1 day, 1 week, 1 month, 1 year. We need to see the future, not on a small time frame, 5 steps ahead. We need to see 5 years ahead. How do we do that? We cannot really do it with information in the conventional way. We need to look at it in a different way.
Is it possible that this system could see a future crisis?
The future crisis is an easy thing to see. The difficult part is to anticipate beyond financial markets. How does weather behave? How does cybersecurity going to evolve? How will political scenarios change? So that is where there is limited data. Financial market has a lot of data. Financial markets are easy. At least I would like to believe that, because 5% generating more returns than risk make us push us into a place which is very unique, where there are not very many systems or solutions which do that. So we are speaking from a vantage point, and not in terms of saying that we are a successful business already, but from a point of view that that our information structure can use financial data and non-financial. So the real opportunity is outside finance. Finance is already very commoditized. It's already a shrinking sector. You may not be aware of this, but your pension fund manager is paid a very small fees, for doing the job. So it's an old industry. The beauty or the challenge is in new industries. So that is where the challenge is. So I don't think financial crisis is such hard to anticipate. Rather, there is a very easy way to see the crisis. When everybody knows it's a bubble, we are very near the crisis. So the commonsensical part is hard, because we do not understand risk. We cannot quantify risk.
Mm-hmm. Because you also analyze the entire situation, including the political system, the social system, and you take into account each factor on the market.
No, we are information light. Mm-hmm. So for us, the behavior can be seen from one factor. Behavior can be seen from an alternate factor. We can look at it from any factor. We don't have to combine a lot of factors and make a melting pot and get the get the dish. But for us, the structure is unique. It's a DNA. So our job is to identify the DNA. So DNA doesn't come with a lot of baggage. It's a very small building unit rather than the whole body.
Mm-hmm. With how many pension funds or investment funds are you working right now in Romania or Europe?
So our client list is not very large, but we are in double-digit numbers. Mm-hmm. So, and plus we are building a presence in different markets. So India we have one, in US we have one, in Canada we have a few, locally we have a few. So there is still a small pipeline of clients.
But you have clients in Romania?
Yeah, we have clients.
And where do you see the best potential right now for your business to grow? On which market?
We are also, our processes are very about a group. We are looking at behavior in a group, and we believe that the best way for us to grow is in a group. We do not want to focus on and concentrate on one region. We want to be multi-region, we want to be multi-asset, we want to be multi-style. So for us, this diversification is very important. And so that, because even you may have an ability to forecast, that doesn't eliminate risk. So the best way, which investors don't understand, this is the biggest mistake investors do, they don't diversify. Mm-hmm. So diversification is a very important thing, we believe, and we want to be multi-region.
Mm-hmm. Do you plan to open new offices in other countries in Europe also?
Yeah, we are. Unfortunately, maybe it's a lot about me, but I'm very conservative, and expansing, like big expansions is very different in current times because of how technology is evolving. Technology is making things so capable. There's so much open sourcing. There's so much collaboration that the need for offices is becoming less and less, or at least we don't want to become a large company. So we are going to be very focused in regions, and I believe that maybe another office in another, in Asia. I think maybe that is what I believe we would do. We still have to see how the business will evolve, but at least I don't see a large number of offices around the world.
So you'd prefer Asia, not Germany or Great Britain or France?
I think we can, handle all of Europe from Cluj, because the way the markets are working today, I don't think that we have any disadvantage working with German clients from Cluj. So we can work from Cluj for the Frankfurt exchange or DAX exchange or CAC or MEB. I don't feel that the mindset is still, oh my God, you're not in Brussels or you're not in London. I don't think that's the case anymore. Or at least we would like to give this mindset to the world that you can do any business from wherever you are.
Do you plan to sell your business at some point in the future, or you're going to keep it and expand it as you want?
That's a very difficult question to answer. First of all, it is not my business. We are stakeholders. There are active team members, and there will obviously be various liquidity exits. People who want to exit can exit. But for me, it's we have just started, so I don't see me exiting till the time we build our final artificial intelligence solution. We want to really build new products, new solutions. So I'm not really thinking about exit now.
Going back to artificial intelligence, for example, a few days ago I had a discussion with someone that uses artificial intelligence for security, software that analyzes the behavior of people. Where do you think this AI will go in the future, in the next 10 years? Are we going to use AI in all fields?
Yes, I believe that you will get used to super smart agents, and you will start to talk to them as human beings. You will not know the difference, or you may know the difference, but these agents are the one who will know a lot of things. So I think it will become as a layer over internet. Everybody will have access to smart agents, intelligence. Everybody will be better in his work, in his life, because he will have access to these tools, intelligent tools. So whether it is about your lifestyle, whether it's about your money management, whether it's about your health, whether it's about personal communication, friendship, it is going to be everywhere. So I think you will not even know the difference between the artificial intelligent world or the world that is not intelligent, because everything will be intelligent.
So we're living very interesting times right now.
Yeah, shockingly, you won't be shocked, because we are so much into that speed that it is very difficult to shock you about the pace of change.
I understand. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Vă mulțumesc că ne-ați urmărit. Vă doresc o zi bună în continuare.
Un program prezentat de The Iconic Estate.